Hey everyone, I'm Abrahamson Cote. We're here to talk about reggae drumming again. In our last video, we did a little bit about the nuances of the one drop. We started looking at what is the one drop groove and how to accent with the upbeats in the guitar and the piano. And so we're going to continue with that. Today we're going to add a little bit more rhythm to the hi-hat part. So for this video, we're going to keep the snare drum and the bass drum on 2 and 4, just like in the last video. And let's just quickly review that one drop. We have 8 notes on the hi-hat, 2 and 4 on the cross stick on snare drum, 2 and 4 on the bass drum together with the snare drum. So this is the one drop with the accented upbeats all together. 1, 2, ready, go. All right. Well, once you're bored with that, and hopefully you don't get bored with that because it feels great, but the next level is to play around with the rhythm on the hi-hat. So I'm going to take the same idea that we do in jazz or rock drumming, where we just extend the rhythms and try to figure out what we can do by adding different rhythms. So we've been using 8 notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now we're going to start with some 16th note subdivisions. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, but instead of going straight to all 4 partials of the 16th note, what I want to do is hear what it sounds like when I go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Notice that I'm still accenting the and to go with the skanks. So here's what that sounds like in the hi-hat. 1, 2, here I go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Now I'm going to add just the same bass drum and snare drum that I've already been using. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. All right, good. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch that one up a little bit, and instead of doing 1 and a, I'm going to do 1E and, 2E and, 3E and, 4E and. Now, I just counted that with a real heavy downbeat, but I'm actually going to accent the upbeats like we were doing earlier. So 1E and, 2E and, 3E and, 4E and. And then here's how that sounds with the snare drum and the bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that I have a couple different options of the one drop beat, I'm going to mix those up. I'm going to say, hey, maybe I want to use some 1 and, maybe I want to use some 1 and, maybe I want to use some 1E and. And this is what that sounds like. I'm just going to improvise this, so I'm not going to count it for you, but you can just mix and match those. I'm keeping the snare drum on 2, the bass drum on 2 and 4, and then I'm going to use those rhythms together to make a hybrid beat of all of that. So it could be something like 1 and 2E and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2E and 3 and 4 and something like that. Notice I'm still accenting. All right, so hopefully that gives you something to work with as you continue to work on your one drop and play around with it.